Students, let us continue with the cosine function. And how the cosine function is. Just let us take the cos function. And the definition of cos function is cos x is equal to a, where a is the x coordinate of the point P, and where x is the angle made by OP with the positive direction of x-axis. If the point P is here, angle is 0, and x coordinate of this point is 1. Therefore cos 0 is equal to 1, and the first point is of the function y is equal to cos x is 0 comma 1, and 0 comma 1 is this point. This is the first point. As we move the point from the circle, and that is as we increase the angle, that is as x increases, and this is x now. As x increases, this is equal to this arc length, and if OP is the OP makes an angle x with the positive x-axis, then this itself x. And as we increase x, the y coordinate of the point increases, whereas x coordinate decreases. Here we have to find the x coordinate of these points, and this itself the x coordinate of the point, which decreases and decreases when x is equal to pi by 2. That is, the point is at this position, x equal to pi by 2, and when x equal to pi by 2, you know the value of cos pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is 0. That is, x coordinate of this point is 0. Therefore cos pi by 2 is equal to 0, and point reaches here. If you further increase, you can observe it will take the negative value. X coordinate is negative if the point is in the second quadrant, and cos x is also negative, and it is less than 0, and as you increase the angle, and it will become minus 1 when x equal to pi. When x equal to pi, cos x takes the value minus 1. That is, this is the point, pi comma minus 1 is the point. And if you further increase, you can see the points, and here x becomes more here, and angle is more than 180 degree, and x coordinate of the point here it is negative, and when it is 3 pi by 2, x coordinate is again 0. If you further increase, x coordinate is positive. In fourth quadrant, x coordinate is positive, and the values of x coordinate you can observe, and it increases, and it will become 1 again when it is equal to 2 pi. This is the method of tracing the graph of the function y is equal to cos x. If you trace it, how it will be, just you observe, and just if you trace the point, you can see the graph of the cos function, and the blue strip shows the graph of cos function, and here this is how you can draw the graph, and like this, as we increase the angle, and it is in third quadrant now. When at x equal to 3 pi by 2, it is again 0, and if you further increase, cos x increases, and it will become 1 when x equal to 2 pi. And we can draw the graph of sine also in the same sheet. What happens here? This is the graph of sine function. In the previous video we have already drawn is the graph of the sine function. This is the graph of the sine function. Now when x equal to 2 pi, sine x is 0. It is possible to increase the angle further. Angle may be more than 360 degree, that is 2 pi. When the angle is more than 2 pi, the sine function will take the same value what it is taken in the from the first quadrant. That means if the point is in the first quadrant and the angle is more than 2 pi, and that is equal to the angle made by this point with the positive direction of x-axis. That means it will continue like this. The graph will not end here. It will continue like this, and this is the graph of the function even when the angle is negative. In the clockwise direction, if you rotate, angle is negative. When angle is negative, sine function is also defined, cos function is also defined. It is possible to draw the graph of the function. In between 0 to 2 pi, you can observe there are 2 points where the sin x and cos x take the same value. One is in the first quadrant, and you know this value. When does the sin x equal to cos x? When x equal to pi by 4, that is when x equal to pi by 4, sin pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2, cos pi by 4 is also 1 by root 2. Similarly, in third quadrant, and that is actually, and again it will take the sin x and cos x will take the same value again in one more point in the third quadrant, and it will repeat further. After tracing the graph completely, we will have the different points where the sin x and cos x are equal.